Hey everybody, Graham here. As a Gen Xer and at 56, I am getting to an age where a lot of my favorite musicians, the people that I grew up listening to, are starting to pass away. 2 years ago, we lost Neil Peart, who, I was a psychotic Rush fan in high school. And then about not quite a year ago, we lost Chick Corea, who is a more recent sort of hero of mine as I got more immersed in jazz. Chick's voice was one that really spoke to me. And unfortunately, yesterday, we lost the legendary Jeff Beck. I've done another video on Jeff Beck. I did it when he was touring with Johnny Depp because I think, maybe there were people in the sort of Johnny Depp commentary community or people who were sort of interested in that who may not have known who Jeff was and what he had done. He was not the biggest name guy in the world. I mean, I think if you asked people my age who were sort of the great foundational guitarists of rock, his name would probably come up. I mean, it'd be Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, and Jeff Beck. And interesting to note that 3 of those guys were in the Yardbirds. So it's kind of interesting. Anyway, Jeff was 78. So when I was in my teens, a lot of these people were in their 30s, and now that I'm in my 50s, they're in their 70s. And that's when people start to go. I mean, people can go at any age, but you start getting into 70s and, the stats start looking worse. I was lucky enough to see Jeff twice. I saw him on his rock and roll party tour, which was an unusual thing for him. It was kind of a departure. He was playing with the Irish singer Imelda May and her band, and they were doing all rockabilly stuff. Les Paul and Mary Ford and Gene Vincent and stuff like that. And it was incredible, but it was not the Jeff Beck that I was aware of from having listened to his, 70s fusion albums. I did see him one other time after that, and it was sort of that regular stuff that he does. So I'm glad I got to see both sides of him because I did not know that he could do that rockabilly stuff. I'm not surprised. The guy was a immensely accomplished player, but I did not know that that was a style that he had studied. I am really, really dismayed with the way that some of the Johnny Depp haters on Twitter are celebrating his death. I don't think it's right to celebrate anybody's death. There are people that are no longer on the earth that I'm happier with that situation than I was when they were on the earth. These tend to be really, really bad people. People like Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden or, people like that. But to celebrate the death of a musician who never hurt anybody because you don't like the guy that he did a tour with, I think that's super sad. I don't understand the mentality of a person who would feel that way. I suspect that these people are probably were not ever interested in any of the music that Jeff Beck ever made. These are probably younger people who grew up on music that was created much later than when people like Jeff were at their most active. So that maybe even never heard Jeff Beck, or if they did, they didn't know who it was that they were hearing. But even if you didn't know anything about him, just to celebrate the death of someone whose only sin was being friends with a guy that you didn't like, I think that's, I don't know, it's just not a great look. Anyway, just kind of wanted to weigh in on the events and note that this Twitter behavior is really, really despicable. I don't know. I hope I'll have better news in the next video. The only thing that has really gone on with any of the stories that I have been following along is that the Los Angeles District Attorney has said that they are going to retry Danny Masterson. But that's about it. And there's really not a whole lot to say about that. I mean, you know, there are hearing dates, and I guess there's a tentative trial date set for the end of March, but that's about it. So keeping my eye on that, but otherwise there's just not a whole lot going on right now. I don't want to talk about politics or stuff that's going on in Congress or anything like that, so yeah. So anyway, I hope you're all doing good. It's a sad day for me. I hope it's less sad for you. But regardless, I will catch you guys in the next one. Graham out. Bye.